Good morning, everybody. This is just a quick little video we're making for our virtual middle school 4-Hers, just to keep you in the know. Um, in December, coming up in December, we are going to be having our 4-H public speaking contest, and we will be working with mainly we'll be working with our English teachers at North and Huntland, and with our social studies teachers at South. So whoever your virtual teacher is at either North, South, or at Huntland, they will be getting in touch with you, depending on if it's in English or in social studies. Just know you can pick any topic you would like to talk about this year. You do have a time limit of 2 to 5 minutes. The way I would recommend doing your speech this year, guys, is record it and then email it to us at jjohns5@utk.edu. That way you can participate in the local speech contest in your classrooms. We will be handing out ribbons again this year. If you do receive a red or blue, you will have the opportunity to move on to the county speech contest again this year. And just take this opportunity. I know you're going to be kind of developing those public speaking skills in a little bit different variety than some of your classmates, because you're going to be in more of a presentation mode, because with recording your speech instead of presenting it live in front of your classmates, you may feel, hopefully you're going to feel a little more confident, a little more prepared. Again, take your time, practice your speech, be prepared. You know, the good thing with being able to record your speech, if you don't like your first recording, you can delete it, go back in and try again to get that perfect recording, so you can really sell your speech to us. Do make sure your speech has a good introduction, and you really want to grab our attention. Start off by telling a story. Ask us a question, tell us a joke. You want to hook our attention. You also want to introduce what your main points are going to be. Then you move to the meat and potatoes of your speech. Move to that body, and this is where you are going to inform us. We're going to get the details about what you are trying to inform us about. And then, just wrap up your conclusion. You want to put a nice bow on top of it. Go back through, summarize those main points of your speech today, and come to your conclusion. Make sure while you're presenting your speech, you don't want to sound like a robot. Have some emotion. Be excited. Be happy. Let that emotion shine through with your gestures, with your speaking voice. We do have a really good little planning worksheet on the back of our newsletter, and we are going to be sending a link out to your teachers so they can link to this. But this is really good. It helps you kind of work through the points of your speech. Tells you how to do your introduction, tells you some good tips about getting the audience's attention, tells you to state the topic, relate to the audience. You want to preview your main points. And then, again, you got some great help here. Don't be afraid to use humor, personal stories. Challenge the audience. Make them pay attention to things that concern them. Use this as your platform to talk about something that you care about, that you're passionate about. Okay. And then, go ahead and introduce your main points right here. And these are where you're going to kind of expand. You're going to expand upon these main points. Take a deep dive on each of your main points. Go below the surface with your information. And then, you come to the conclusion, and this is where you signal that you've reached the end of what you're talking about. You want to reinforce those main points again, and you want to end strongly. You want to end on something that the audience is going to pay attention to, whether it's, the end of your story that you started back in your introduction, whether it's a quote, an example of what you've talked about, just something that leaves a lasting impression on your audience members. Now, we do have a couple other activities that are coming up also. For all our 6th graders who might be virtual right now, we are talking about Junior 4-H Camp. And Junior 4-H Camp is going to be in 2021. We're going to be doing June 7th through the 11th. We do have the price listed. We are doing an early bird registration. If you register by December the 18th, And you do have to pay the $300 in full um, if you want to do the early bird registration. But we're going to be taking early bird registration from now until December the 18th. We are going to be going to the Clyde York 4-H Center, and we do have a nice little YouTube video you can watch down here for all our sixth graders who are interested. For sixth, seventh, and eighth graders, we are doing a 4-H STEM club. We're going to signups have already started. We're going to be meeting 4 times in late November and early December. All the meetings will be hands-on. There may be a small fee, like $2, $3, $5 to kind of help cover the cost of the materials, but it's we're going to be doing junk drawer robotics, so it's building things out of items you have readily accessible around your house. So it's not going to be, you have to go out and buy mini motors or gyros or anything like that. It's going to be using simple machines, simple items like paint stirrers and cardboard and tennis balls and things like that. And again, make sure you have your parents follow us on Facebook at UT Extension Franklin County. This is a great way to stay updated on all the programs that we're offering, all the activities. We also are going to be trying to do some virtual contests later on in the year. So that's a great way to stay informed as well. But with that, I think we will stop. Again, if you have any questions or your parents have any questions, you have my email address right here. Feel free to give me or drop me an email, or you can also give us a call at 967-2741. I will be glad to answer any questions you might have. But with that, have a great rest of the day, and hope to hear some great speeches in December.